Good morning, Bears. It is a Monday, periods 5 through 8. Get this week started. All your slideshows are in the science class, so go there. Open up your Amplify Week 2, Lesson 3 through 4, and you will see the slideshow that I'm looking at right now. Follow directions in groups, as always. A example of CERs right at the top here. You can move that down later. There's a lot of slides in this week, so don't move this to the bottom yet. Just keep it up here because we will be writing a CER soon, possibly today. I don't think today we're going to get a CER in because we've got a busy day. So let's get started. If you're watching this without being in class, whenever I say pause the video, just make sure to pause the video and do what I tell you to do, and then I will give you time, and you can just come back and hit play again. If you're in class when I say pause video, I will be there with you and we'll talk through some things. So this is a pretty fun little Amplify program. First time for me to use it, first time for you to use it, so it's just kind of interesting. Let's go here. We have our little girl who will talk about the video messages. Remember, you guys are going to be Microbiome Research Institute student researchers helping to save the world. Here's a nice little video. Pause this video now and watch the video on this. Well, let's watch it together. We can watch it together. Why don't we do that? Here we go.
Hi, it's good to see all you student researchers again. You did a lot of great work with the scale of microorganisms on the human body, which is great because we have a new challenge. One of the things we're studying is a medical procedure called fecal transplants. That's when a doctor takes feces from a healthy person who has a healthy gut microbiome and puts it into an infected person. This is an exciting new procedure that can help cure people with life-threatening infections. However, remember Robert Naismith, the politician who wanted to cut funding from research on microorganisms? He was elected to Senate, and he's introduced a bill to eliminate government spending on our fecal transplant research.
They say they're looking for good bacteria in poop. Poop! In fact, I'm told these fecal transplants use microorganisms. But do you know another word for microorganism?
Germs.
Yeah, you got it. Germs. Now everyone knows that germs make people sick. And taking one person's poop and putting it into another? Well, that's just going to spread germs everywhere. I can't support this. My bill will stop funding for fecal transplant research and stop this wasteful spending on the spread of germs. Thank you. Thanks so much.
You see our problem? So I need you to find out everything you can about why fecal transplants work. We need your research to help the lab provide evidence that microorganisms transferred during the fecal transplant can really help cure people with life-threatening infections. And that will help beat the bill. Thank you. It's a big job, but I know you can do it. Our lab is depending on you.
Okay, if for some reason that lagged during class or you need to go back and watch that again, you can. If you're at home, watch it. You watched it with us here, but you can also click it and watch it in your own slideshow. So now let's go. Let's continue on. Think back to the video. What questions do you have about the ideas that were presented? So do you have any ideas about poop transfers? I kind of do. We're going to dive in and do a little more research on that one. Here's our first little project here. One question that many students had, you might have thought of this question too. How can fecal transplants cure patients infected with harmful bacteria? Now we are going to figure this out over the next couple of slides as we research some more, but let's come back to this in just a second. We need to learn more about bacteria and what they do in the human microbiome so that we can answer the Chapter 2 question. Today we will read an article called The Human Microbiome to learn more about this. What is a human microbiome? So here's our first project, and I think the only project for today. We're going to come back to this in just a second because I'm going to give you the work here. So here's our microbiome slide. Life scientists read a lot. They read about investigations that other scientists have done, and they read to learn more about life science. They also read carefully and critically, making sure that they understand the ideas. Active reading is a way of reading science text that is similar to how scientists read. So active reading, in other words, versus close reading, very important topic. I've already taught you a little bit of this about finding relevant information in your research. So we're just going to get better and better at annotating and reading tomorrow when we read an article. But today we're just having our introduction. Have you ever read something for class but realized that you didn't actually remember or didn't try to really understand what you were reading? Why do you think that happens? Because we daydream and we don't take notes. Reading without paying attention or understanding is what is read is actually very uncommon. Science reading can be especially complex. It is important to read science text actively so you can really understand what you read. Now, on that note, if you're reading this with me, when I'm reading something like this, make sure you're reading along, not just listening, because then you'll see the word and you'll hear the word, and that will help with your understanding. So here's an example of the article we're going to get to tomorrow, and we will go into this in more depth tomorrow because we're going to actually read the article. And then down here, throughout this unit, you'll read articles either in the Amplify library. Now let's watch this video, and then I'll give you today's activities.
Let's review some of the features you can use when you read articles in the Amplify library. Let's start in the top right corner with the page view icon. If you press the icon, notice it changes to purple. This means you're in page view. Press the icon again to make sure you're in scroll view, so you can use all of the library features. When in scroll view, you'll see words that are underlined in blue. These are reveal words. When you press them, a definition box rolls up. In this view, you can also annotate an article simply by selecting text. Press Highlight to either highlight or underline the text you have selected. To add notes to the text you have selected, press Note. Then, type your thoughts and press Save. You can also add an annotation to an image by pressing anywhere on the image. You will then be prompted to add a note. In the top right corner is the Annotations icon, which allows you to review and search your annotations. To the left of the article, above the scroll bar, is the speaker icon. You can use it to hear the audio recording of the article. These are just a few of the features that will help you get the most out of reading articles in the Amplify library.
All right, that's pretty good. We like that. I love it when they have the read aloud. When you use the read aloud, make sure you're actually reading along. It'll make you a better reader. Just like when I'm reading or somebody from class is reading or you're having a read aloud, read the words on the screen. Now, like everything, we'll see tomorrow if the tech works for everybody because there's things that need to link. If it doesn't, I'll make sure to have the video of the article and you can just click pause and actually read the article right from the video here. All right, let's get to today's work. So today what we're going to do is we're going to move this microbiome up to the top. I'm not going to do it here because everybody will be doing it in class, but you'll move this slide up. Everybody should know how to move slides. You move it like this, you move it like this, or you can delete and paste, but the best is just to move that. So you're gonna move that to the top slide, best slide, and then you're gonna move this one to the top, and what you're gonna do today is just make one quality slide, our classic slide, where you go find some pictures. This is our concept, this is our question, and go ahead and write a CER, 5-sentence CER. What is the human microbiome? Remember, a CER is claim, evidence, reasoning. When you're answering a question, you're giving a claim. So just quickly go onto the internet, research human microbiome, come up with a nice 5 sentence of what you think it is. It doesn't have to be perfect because this is just getting going. What do you think human microbiome is? But also, go get us a couple pictures. And like I said, you can move these slides to the top. So your top 2 slides are going to be a beautiful concept slide, good images, and your own 5-sentence CER done today. All right, go work on that right now. And then we will look at these if you're in Zoom. We'll look at these in class. If you're not in Zoom, just get it done and I will see them on your slideshows. All right, have a great day, everybody. Remember, all the directions are in groups. Let's do this.